What's up, y'all? Welcome to Raw No Condemnation. I'm Chucky.
And I'm J.A.
Yo, we in the building, man. We been gone for a minute, but we back, man. We back, and we hope
Guess who's
y'all. We
back? Back
guess
again.
who's back?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
man. We hope y'all. We hope y'all missed us, man, and we hope y'all rocking back with us, man. But Jay, we got some stuff to talk about, man. We came back at a time that's, it's not so great right now with what's going on out there.
Right. So I'm thinking, PnB Rock. We're just gonna say PnB Rock. Uh, if you haven't been hiding, up under a rock or something, then you probably have heard that PnB Rock was murdered a few weeks ago at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles in the LA area. Uh, so today they actually have identified some suspects, and the suspects just so happen to be an entire family.
A whole family.
Yeah, a stepmom, a son, and a father. And I say the word father real, loosely because that's anyhow. A stepmom, a son, and a father, and apparently the stepmom and the son have already been arrested, and they're still searching for the father. So I mean, this is to me like this hurt me, man. I'm a father, so like to hear that a father would take his 17-year-old son and go commit a crime. I mean, I'm like I say, I'm gonna give the benefit of the doubt, and which I shouldn't, and say that they probably were on a mission to rob somebody, maybe not to murder somebody. So they probably were on a mission to rob somebody. But regardless, as a father, you're gonna take your child, your underage child, 17-year-old child, with you to commit a robbery, or perhaps to commit a murder, because that's what it ended up being. Like, what kind of father? I'm gonna say he forced him to do it, because as a father, you are responsible. Regardless, you're responsible what goes down with your child, especially when you're present.
Yeah, and that for me, Jay, I don't know. I'm with you on that. Where I don't know how a mother and a father decide that they gonna do a crime with their son. We supposed to protect our children,
Right.
like that's what your job is. If you that broke, or if times are that damn hard, you go do the robbery yourself. You don't involve your damn child. And I'm not condoning no robbery or no
Right.
murder,
Right.
but you go, that's not something, I hear people all the time say, I rob for my children. I do this for my children. That those two supposed adults, right?
Right.
Didn't even put it in their mind. And I don't fully know the mother's involvement.
Yeah, I'm not sure if she was present or if she helped to cover up things or whatever. They didn't mention her being present. They mentioned the father and the son being at the
present.
scene.
Right. And regardless, I think that somebody needed to have both of the parents needed to think better. You know what I mean?
Think like parents.
Think like parents, right? Like, Jay, man, when my son was born, that's what caused me to leave the streets, to leave the things that I was doing. That was
right.
When he was born, my first thought was, I can't allow him to go through the same things that I went through. I can't allow him to. I didn't need my son going to jail.
Right.
I didn't need my son being on probation. I didn't need my son going through those things. I wanted my son to have a better life than the life that I live. So for me to get him to that, the first thing I had to do was subtract myself out of it and find a better way for me.
Right.
You
Yeah,
know?
same here, man. When I started having children, my entire life changed. Entire life. Like even the reason why I moved from the place where, you know, I was raised myself was because I didn't want my children to have to deal with the type of stuff I dealt with growing up. You know what I'm saying? I don't want them to have to see the type of stuff I saw growing up. So I you know, picked up and moved. So I mean, just to get them out of that type of environment. So I mean, I think that I just think that it's terrible. It's the lowest of the low. Anytime you got a father that's gonna not only to condone, but to force or involve your child into in a robbery or in a murder, in a crime of any type.
That's anything gonna cause him to lose his life. That little boy, and I'm calling him a little boy. You know,
yeah, he's 17.
17 years old. And
I got kids older than that.
Right. I got children older than that, you know. And that's the thing, you know, you don't take that little boy and subject him to that type of thing as a father, as a parent. You know, you don't that's not something you do. You know, my biggest concern is, you know, the father, Jay. The father would been arrested several times.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
For carrying guns.
Right.
And for doing other things, right?
Okay.
Now this is my next question. Who's responsible for not rehabilitating that man? You know, you'll use our tax money to lock him up. You know, you'll use our tax money to pay the guards, to pay all these people off, you know, that's gonna watch him in the cage, the probation officers and these people. But none of that tax dollar go to rehabilitating this man, because it's obvious there's something wrong with his ass. Proof is that he took his son on the damn robbery.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, but I can't look, man. I can't blame this one on the man. I'm sorry. I can't
I'm blaming it on all of them. Jay, the man is responsible. The daddy responsible. The mama responsible. The other mama. See, that was the stepmama. The biological mama responsible.
Right.
In our community, we responsible.
Yeah, I think
responsible.
That's what we gotta take responsibility for this. Cause I mean, like how does this ever happen? Like, no man ever should. And but you know, if he got caught and they so happen to rob and murder a celebrity, I'm sure this happens probably every other day. And these are when it's people who we don't know about, you know, and they going out with their daddy. You know, your daddy about to teach you about the streets and teach you how to jack somebody. You know what I'm saying? Man, to me,
and you know, we start them off. Let me tell you, Jay. They start the children off when they're young. You know, we not monitoring what they watching on TV. We're not monitoring what they listening to. And I said TV first on purpose because they always like to blame it on hip hop. But we see more violence on TV and on movies and regular TV than any day they have in music.
Well, you showing your age, bro, cause we gotta blame the internet. That's where That's where they seeing it at nowadays. Because these kids nowadays don't put down them devices, tablets and phones and everything.
I know, because I deal with that with my children. They don't put it up, but I monitor what you looking at. Right. You know, what's that?
Right.
I'll come over and look at their phone. What is you looking at?
Right. Who you talking to?
Who you talking to? Why that? I hear too many gunshots on what is that? movie you watching?
Right.
What is that show you checking out?
Right.
You know, and that's the thing. We as parents have to be the people to monitor. We have to be the people to start to raise our children in a way that they become productive. You know, we can't just settle for shit, this the hand they dealt me. No, fuck that. Or forget that.
Right.
Say I want to go cuss Jay, but I'm a little mad about this right now.
Look, I'm mad about it too, bro.
but we can't just say this the hand that we was dealt, right?
Right.
We got to start playing with a different deck of cards.
Right. Right.
You know.
Another thing. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Another thing, man, about with this internet thing is we gotta stop. We gotta stop putting all of our business on the internet because,
man,
you know, there's a lot of a lot going around about how they knew that he was gonna be there. Some people are saying that the suspects were already there, and it had nothing to do with the social media posts, but you know, it is a known fact that PnB Rock's his girlfriend posted on social media and included the location where they were. So some people are saying that, you know, that might have that might have been what the suspects used to track them down.
Well, you know, this is my thing, man. I'm not 100. I'm not okay. My condolences to the sister, you know, because she had to witness that.
Right.
You know.
Oh yeah, that's a terrible thing.
My condolences. But if we find out, because this was all a little suspect to me, right? They already there. She supposed to post, then they come in. Right? Now I done seen worse stuff happen. And I hope and I pray that sister wasn't involved in it. His girlfriend.
Yeah, well, I think that's a lot, bro.
Until it come out, you know, we find out. I hope we don't find out later that them her cousins or her cousin friends or some bull, you know, because if they was already there, how do they? Okay, this is the thing. If you already there before they get there, before him and his woman get there, before PnB Rock and his woman get there, if you already there, only two situations is really happening. One, you seen them come in, you stop plan to rob him, you know, or kill him or whatever they plan to do. I believe they just plan to rob him, right? Number one. Or two, her message was a signal. Like I wouldn't take nothing off the table, bro.
I would take that off the table. For me,
I'm not taking it off.
I don't think, for one, they not from there. They not from that area. That doesn't mean she know nobody, but they not from that area. So I'm gonna give the sister the benefit of the doubt. I think that the post was an innocent post. I do, and I think that whether or not it resulted in his murder, I think it was an innocent post. But
and I hope that's what happened, you know, and I hope that the sister was innocent in this. But if she set that boy up,
I don't think there's no way she set him up. I don't think there's no way that she set the brother up.
I done seen worse.
I've seen worse. I have seen worse, but I would be surprised if that's the case here. I just don't know what she would have to gain at that. But by that. But I will say this.
Maybe she was sick of the chicken and waffles and wanted to go to a real restaurant. No, let me stop.
You terrible, bro. You terrible. You're gonna get some hate mail for that. But anyway,
give a damn. They thinking the same thing.
No, listen. I'm gonna say this. Regardless, we have to learn something from this. That when you out places, I don't care if you're not famous. posting your location on social media is not a good idea. It's just not a good idea. You never know if somebody wants something you got. Maybe you broke. Maybe somebody just don't like you. You know, I
I
just
mean,
don't
think
think
about the
I think
safety.
if you gotta post on social media, if you that concerned about posting and flexing or whatever, that then wait until you leave and then hit post.
Right. And you can hit post and you can film it, record it,
Right.
and then hit post. Okay, this is where we at.
Right.
Or
As you walking out the door,
as
this where we
or,
at. Click.
yeah. You once you get in the car and pulling off, this is where
Right.
we at, And
Right.
that's the thing, even if you're not famous, like you said, like it could be anything going on. Bro, I'm gonna tell you. And I was okay, y'all. I was in a work environment,
Right.
right?
Right.
Dude going off on me, right?
Okay.
Off,
Uh-huh.
right?
Right.
Bro, I looked up his social media. He lived right in the same city I live in. and he a musician.
Right.
And he don't know, he has no clue who I am.
Right.
I have no picture on because everybody worked from home.
Right.
During COVID and everything.
Right. Right.
Bro.
Don't incriminate yourself too much here.
No, I didn't do nothing to him.
I'm
the
talking
point
about
that I'm making, I didn't do nothing to him.
Right.
If something happened to him, I wasn't involved in that.
Right. Right.
But bro, all I had to do was go to his show and get him.
Right.
He never seen my face. He don't know who I am. I go to his show. I'm just a random dude that done something to him.
Right.
Because he have no clue who I am. So what I'm saying is this. I'm saying stop posting your every damn move on social media. And I know some people be like, I'm trying to build my social media up. They're trying to monetize it. They're trying to do those things. Hey, there's other content that you can post to keep your. I know you got everybody say you got to post so many times a day, blah, 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 blah. You don't have to post about you.
And you don't got to post your present location ever.
Right. And
ever.
you can delay posts. You can delay posts. Build up some content, put the stuff out later. You don't have to post it as you do it. People don't got to clock you, or be able to clock you while you doing something, and I'm not, and I know some of y'all be feeling like, I know some of them be feeling like Jay, like they like, oh, I ain't doing nothing to nobody. I ain't bothering nobody. But one of my artists, bro, we was posting, her location on purpose because she was doing a promotion.
Right.
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 And she was doing a promotion for it was either T-Mobile, Boost Mobile. It was Boost Mobile.
Right.
She was doing a commercial on the Boost Mobile for a Boost Mobile store, right? They had launched a new store, right?
Right.
And of course, we got to post the location. Y'all come out. I'm out here. Blah 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 blah. Right.
Right.
Bro, I left. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And she was still there, but she was leaving. She was with she had a group of girls called Diamond Girls. She got a group of models.
Right. Okay.
Brand ambassadors. That's what they call it.
Right.
But so they was there. So she was with a group of people. I left, right?
Right.
She ended up leaving. She went to a store in her neighborhood, right?
Uh-huh.
A grocery store in her neighborhood, right?
Okay.
Some person, creep, a creep, bro,
for sure,
must have followed her there.
Okay.
Right?
Uh-huh.
She came out of the store, got into the car. She was pulling off. This fool following her, pulling up to her, masturbating, saying her name and you know what I mean, and just all kinds of stuff. She trying to lose this dude, about to get into a car accident, having to run lights and everything. And luckily, her neighborhood, her home is not too far from a police station.
Right.
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 She drove there. He pulled off.
Uh-huh.
But but that's what I'm talking about with the social media thing. You cannot post your life. And even if you doing lives, because lives get hits, right?
Right, right,
Even if you doing lives, people don't got to know where you at. They don't
no,
got to know
never,
what street you on. You
never.
know, if you somewhere that you doing a live and it's a part of what you got to do, you don't have to tell them exactly where it's at. You know,
Right, right,
and unless you making money doing that, then of course have some security and don't be an idiot like me, because now I never will leave her by herself. It's gonna be some security or me or somebody there.
right,
You know, lesson learned. I don't care how many people, other people she with. You know,
right, right. Yeah, and I mean, it's condolences to my man family, his lady,
and to his lady.
his
You know,
child, and all of that. As this is a terrible thing, but I think it's a despicable example of fatherhood, in terms of this man taking his 17-year-old son to do this type of heinous crime. And but I think the lesson we got to take from this is be careful about what we posting on social media, because it's not all good. It just ain't.
and be aware of your surroundings. I hate that we have to say that, but always be aware of your surroundings. You know, I don't care if you famous or not. Be aware of your surroundings. You know, at
Right.
all times. Be especially watchful.
Right, right, right. Yo, yo, yo. Thanks for sticking with us. It's been real.
It's been raw.
No
No con.
condemnation.
Yeah.
Peace.